All right, welcome back to the program. Sola Adesakin, the founder and lead coach at Smart Stewards, is joining me right now virtually from Lagos. Hello, Sola, and thank you for joining us.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Sola. How are you? Good to see you. Quite a while.
Very well. I'm in a great place. Thank you.
Yes, welcome. How come we're wearing red? Both of us. Was it planned? It wasn't planned. Because I
I
can
guess
just see the red
we got
color.
the memo. Right.
We
We
got
got the memo.
But I guess that should not be the color of that shouldn't be the red color, shouldn't be the color of our bank accounts.
Can you hear me very well, though?
Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Sound is in and out. All right. Awesome.
Okay. I was actually saying earlier that even though we're putting on red dresses, that shouldn't be the color of our bank accounts.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
It's going
Going off and on.
out.
Oh.
Yes, I think it's a bit delayed on my end, but I can hear you now, right now.
Okay. I was saying actually that I hope that this color red is not the color of our bank accounts.
No, definitely not. We know better. You and I know better, right?
Yes.
It just shows that we are in sync.
Yeah.
And we're in the spirit, as people say.
Yeah.
We're in the spirit.
You know why I said so? Because I had Kehinde Olomojobi yesterday on the program in the spirit of the Global Money Week. And she did tell us yesterday that, what is your money DNA? What is the color of your bank account? Amber, green, and red. And I would not want to rehash what she said, but I'll tell our viewers right now, go to our YouTube channel, Moneyline with Nancy TV, watch that program so that you can get more informed of what we talked about yesterday. But moving over to you, Sola, how have you spent this week, Global Money Week? Take care of yourself, take care of your money.
Awesome. It's been an amazing week. Of course, the whole essence of the Global Money Week is to help create awareness, help people get knowledge, and of course the necessary skills for managing their finances. On a personal note, I have had time, of course, which is something I do from time to time. I have had time to go through my finances, to reconcile, and of course I compensated myself because I see that I have done well this year. I have been doing well, but I have done exceptionally well this year in terms of saving and investing. So I kind of reviewed my finances and then I, put everything in place. And of course, I compensated myself. I got myself a very good gift. But on a general note, I have done, I think, about 2 YouTube videos this week. The same thing, creating the awareness, impacting people with the knowledge and the skills and, of course, the mindset. Because this is what the Global World Week is all about. 3 things. The knowledge, the skills, and the mindset that seek to help people, manage their finances well, attain financial fitness and well-being, and, just maximize their resources generally.
Sola, how should one be smart about money goals, especially as we're still in a COVID world? I know SMART, the acronym SMART means specific, measurable, what's the A part of it? Achievable,
R, yes.
Realistic, then T is time bound.
Yes.
Yes. So how do you become smarter? Let me put it that way. If you're already in the smart level, how do you become smarter? If you were not even in the smart level, how do you fall into the smart place about your money matters?
Okay, awesome. So I will just take it from the last thing I said. Now, when we talk about attaining financial fitness and well-being, there are 3 categories, and that's why I so much like the theme and the essence of, the Global Money Week. It seeks to address 3 things. The knowledge, which is literacy, right? Then the skills, and of course the mindset. What we do most times is, some of us think that when I know, it is enough. So knowledge is not enough. A lot of us, we have been setting goals for 10 years, for 5 years, for 2 years. So knowledge without the skills, and of course you should know that I have an acronym which I'm going to share before the program is over on the kind of skills you should acquire. And then the 3rd thing is the mindset. For all you care, you may learn, read this book, read that book, The Richest Man in Babylon. If you do not have the right mindset about money, because this is something I see with a lot of people. People's mindset about money, people's money values, people's money beliefs. Sometimes you're just like, are you actually thinking this way? And we all know those limiting beliefs. Some people think that money is just for a select few. Some people think that if you are not really, really educated or qualified, or you have all of those degrees, you cannot be rich. Some people think that only politicians or corrupt people can be rich. So those limiting beliefs are some of the things that we need to put aside. So again, it's about the knowledge you read, but then you must have the right mindset. And of course, you must, acquire the right skills. Now, talking about goals, I tell people in the world of personal and business finance, it's not enough to say, I want to set goals. I mean, we are all familiar and conversant with that acronym SMART. And, wake us all up. We can just rehash it anytime. Even our children know it. But sometimes it doesn't work like that. So I tell people when it comes to setting SMART goals, you must, in the world of finance, financial literacy and money management, I tell people, divide your goals into 3 categories. Simple. The first one, short-term goals. What are the things you would like to do with your finances in the next 1 year? I want to pay my rent. I want to buy this. Short-term goals. Then mid-term goals are goals that will span 2 to 5 years. I want to buy a house. I want to relocate. I want to do this and that. And then long-term goals will be things you would like to do within 7 to 10 years. You know why a lot of people, burn out or are inundated when it comes to setting goals? Some people want to achieve what is meant to be mid-term goals in short term. Now, you want to buy a new car. Your salary is just 50,000 in a month. You want to buy a car. You want to buy a house, all within 1 year. So you will burn out because you need to space yourself. Now, the things that are short term that you would like to achieve within 1 year, realistically, write them down. So setting SMART goals, money goals, is about you being able to categorize your goals into short, into mid, into long term. Then apply the acronym SMART. It makes a whole lot of difference.
Okay, let me go back to what you said earlier, that you used this week to appraise yourself. And something caught me when you said that you had to reward yourself. How important is rewarding yourself, especially when you've done a good thing? I think I do that too sometimes to myself, that I pat myself on the back. I say, Nancy, I think you've done well. So perhaps you've got to reward yourself too. But how important is that? Because it's lost on a lot of us.
Thank you.
Without being looked at or being said to be, wasteful, you're a spendthrift and all of that.
Right. Thank you. A very brilliant question, Nancy. You see, our world is designed in a way to keep getting from you. Let me explain it. Literally, in the world of finance, when you earn your salary, even before your salary comes to you, the government is doing like this. Right. Family obligations like this. School fees like this. House rent like this. If you have your own house, mortgage probably. Cleaning services, internet. So you would realize that a lot of us do not factor in the fact that you are the one. You are like a vehicle. Now, if you use a vehicle, you don't service the vehicle. You don't service the engine. One day, the vehicle will pack up. When we talk about wealth, I tell people there are 4 types of wealth. Financial wealth, which is what we are chasing. But there's physical wealth, talking about fitness. With all due respect, if anybody dies, they observe a minute of silence. Life goes on instantly, you see. So there's time wealth as well, and there's social wealth. Those are some of the things we need to invest in apart from the physical wealth. So if everybody keeps doing like this, how do you compensate yourself? Because you see, if you are not physically well, if you are not mentally well, if you are not emotionally well, you would not be able to make money. If you're on the hospital bed, you can't make money. You won't be mentally alert enough to make money. And that's why you must factor in taking care of yourself. Like, I have a friend, she's been doing this for like 10 years. Each time she gets a salary on a monthly basis, she will take herself to a restaurant and say, you know what, good food. And she will tell herself, you have worked so hard to make this money. Now enjoy yourself. And then the other obligations can come in. You know, you budget, you pay this, rent, and all of that. But what I'm trying to say is that see yourself as a vehicle. See yourself as a vehicle taking people around, walking, and that needs to be serviced. Your emotional wealth, your emotional health, your mental health, physical health, fitness, and all of that. Because if you do not do it, nobody will do it for you. Not like people are wicked, but you see, a lot of people are just out there to take and take, and the system is out there as well to take and take and take from you. So you've got to be the one watching your own back and taking care of yourself in whatever way. You know, when you have put other things in place, you wouldn't feel bad that you are indulging in yourself from time to time. But again, indulging is relative. Let me leave it at that.
Yeah, very relative. You must have also put other things in place so that we are not saying that when you're being paid a salary this month, you should go to an eatery or a very fine restaurant and eat all your money you're spending. That's not what we're saying. You must have done certain so that you don't eat up your future, which is tomorrow, which you have worked for today. And that takes care, I think, of the theme of the Global Money Week this week, which is about take care of yourself, take care of your money. And you've talked about the essence of, putting our health as number one, because you must be healthy. So anything that you're doing, first and foremost, try and take care of your health, not until you get sick or until you break down. How many of us, for example, have monthly or quarterly checkups with the doctor? How important is that, even as we, all run and chase money? How important is for us to have a sound mind, sound body, and perhaps a sound soul for those spiritual?
Absolutely. Oh, okay, that's the question. So,
yeah.
Needless to say, apologies. Needless to say, honestly, COVID has showed us that there are things that are more important than other things. I mean, look at it. Last year, a whole lot of us couldn't even go out. I still have people who work in banks who are still working from home. The entire world has not totally recovered. A lot of people have lost loved ones. I mean, I can relate with this. I lost somebody really, really, really close to me just a few days ago. And I saw what the person went through, right, up until his demise. So I saw what pain could do to the body. I saw what discomfort could do to the body. And that's why I said, when we talk about the different types of wealth, there could be many others, but these 4 types of wealth are things we should be passionate about acquiring. Financial, which is what we all know, make, manage, and multiply money. Next is physical wealth. The necessary check-ins, the necessary supplements, depending on where you live. I mean, if you live in Nigeria, there's so many things that, need to be put in place. There's pollution, water, and a whole lot more. So you must invest not only in necessary checkups, you must, take supplements, good diet. Now, exercising is not even because you want to have a slim body. It's not about choking people. You see, it's for you. So when you exercise, when you spend your money taking care of your health, you are the one that will benefit from it. So I love the theme as well, taking care of yourself, taking care of your money. Without you, there's no money. And if you're out of the situation, life will continue.
Yes.
There will be. I mean, sometimes we think we are indispensable. That's a lie. There's nobody that is indispensable. People would replace you. Sometimes smarter, better, more intelligent people would replace you. So you've got to take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
Spend your money on yourself, taking care of yourself as well.
That's what we covered on the program yesterday. You, your money, and your future. So for those of you watching, go to YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel after this show now. After you watch this, go to our YouTube channel, Moneyline with Nancy TV, and see what we discussed concerning you, your money, and your future. Now, Sola, let's take a look at this, the area of parenting. Because I also see that perhaps some parents also struggle. In Nigeria, a lot of people are struggling. Parents are struggling to put food on the table, both the father and the mom, struggling. How can we imbibe, or how can parents have money rules, perhaps to be able to teach their children, which this Global Money Week is about, also as well as their young adults or youths? So you can answer that. While for just before you answer that, you can also join the conversation by asking your question. For those of you watching and you want to ask any question, the phone number will be put on the screen shortly so that you can do that. Okay, shoot, Shola.
Awesome, thank you. Beautiful question. See, one of the reasons I am happier these days, not like I've not always been happy, but I'm just happy about, you know, the personal finance, the financial literacy space, because you see, technology is changing the dynamics. Knowledge is changing the dynamics. Collaboration is changing the dynamics. Some of the things that I didn't know, oh, well, let me start with my parents. Some of the things they didn't know, well, I mean, as I grew up, I got to know. But you see, the ball game has changed entirely in the sense that knowledge is now so easily accessible. Financial literacy knowledge, technology, YouTube channels, videos, social media. So knowledge is like, you know, I mean, you can go on YouTube now and just say, how can I save my money? How can I do? So the knowledge is available. What I would like to tell parents is, number one, you must embrace it. Because if you don't believe in financial literacy, if you think, oh, the way we have always been doing it is the way we will continue to do it, then you would miss out. I have seen 50-year-old, 55-year-old asking questions about digital currency and a whole lot more.
Okay, Shola, let me halt you a bit. We're having a call on the line right now. Good morning. Tell us your name, where you're calling from, and lower the volume of your TV set very quickly.
Okay, thank you. My name is Chinedu Ewelike.
Where are you calling from? And what's your question?
Okay, I'm calling from Kwarimpa.
Okay, go ahead with your question. You have 20 seconds.
Okay, my question goes this way. We are living in a world of disruptive knowledge and very novel technology, and it has come to affect the world of finance and money so seriously. What kind of focused knowledge are we supposed to acquire at this time in order to be able to key into the new normal?
Okay, thank you. I think we've gotten that. Thank you. Okay, Shola, you want to take that? What kind of focused knowledge? Because you see knowledge up and down, but I hope it's around financial, because knowledge plenty in different things, but we're looking at financial knowledge.
Okay, so let me wrap up what I was saying, because it ties into this question. So the knowledge is there, but like I love to teach people, there are 3 things to do to money: make, manage, multiply. Making money is about what you earn, how you can earn more money, how you can open up multiple sources of income. Now, managing is how you can manage that money. Multiplying is how you can multiply, literally, which means investment. So when it comes to the world of financial literacy, focused knowledge, specific knowledge, knowledge on how you can improve and increase your income streams for making. Managing, how can you budget? How can you save? How can you work with a plan from time to time? Then multiplying, how can you invest? What are the asset classes you should invest in? What should you know about risk and return management? By the time you narrow your quest for financial literacy to those 3 things, you know, when you understand that, oh, don't just invest because you want to invest. When you're investing, you should consider your financial situation, your goals, your age, your risk temperament. Learning along those things, you have to do it because you already know what your goals are. You know what your risk temperament is. You shouldn't be playing with Bitcoin. You know. So specific focused knowledge, you know, should be around 3 things. Making money. How can I improve on my skills? How can I be better? How can I read a book by Robert Kiyosaki on cash flow management, cash flow quadrants. It says you can make money from 4 different ways: as an employee, a self-employed, business owner, an investor. Managing, what are the apps I can use? How can I manage effectively? Do you see? and how can I multiply? So that's the way I think you will be able to guard and guide yourself.
Okay.
I remember I said that talking about knowledge and skills, I have an acronym. I hope I'll be able to share it. Sometimes when you get into the right community of people as well, people that share the same values, people that maybe or maybe not your age range, it would also help you focus more. So you are not lost because the knowledge is so vast. But when you are in communities, in accountability groups, in masterminds, in an investment club, it helps you narrow down the specific knowledge you need based on your journey and all of that.
Okay, another caller on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what is your question? Please lower the volume of your TV set.
From other states.
Your name is what?
I want to.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
I want to say that our people should be fully taught about how to use money. Many of our parents, our businessmen and women do not know how to manage them. That is why at times the business will collapse. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you very much.
Even in our schools, they should be thoroughly taught on how to manage money. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Sola, he just made a point which I also have penciled down that I'm going to ask, because I asked earlier about parents and you looked at that. I also want to ask around what the teaching community, and I really don't mean even schools. Schools, the formal community, but you just said you can also have an aggregate or congregate, rather, have communities whereby these kind of things are taught. Because a lot of people, like I say, we all go out every morning to chase money, but we really do not know the 3 M's or the remaining 2 M's of money, which is very essential, which differentiates the Dangotes and the rest of us.
Right.
Apart from perhaps government connection or government contract or corruption, let's say that.
Awesome. So it starts from the home, parents. So parents should embrace literacy and teach their children through whatever means. I am aware that a lot more schools are embracing and are actually introducing financial literacy into their curriculums. But apart from that, there are informal organizations, financial literacy platforms. I run Smart Stewards, and what we do is to provide financial literacy and investment opportunities at all levels. For adults, we have the investment club, the Smart Investment Club. For children, we have the Smart Stewards Junior Club. And I'm aware that's not the only club for children in Nigeria. There are a lot more. But you see, there are informal platforms, there are formal platforms. But again, I mean, I'm hoping that the government officials, at whatever level, are listening to this as well. We are willing to partner, with the government and school owners, proprietors, to introduce financial literacy into the curriculum, because most times we go to school, they teach us how to become doctors, lawyers. We were not taught how to effectively manage and multiply our money. And that's why you see professors who are broke, MBA holders who are broke, But when you go to Lagos Island, you see women who did not even finish primary school sitting on top of millions, because financial literacy is a different ball game. It's totally different from you being educated. So we are appealing to government, appealing to school owners and other informal organizations that, have embraced, this concept of financial literacy, to deliberately, directly and indirectly incorporate this financial literacy concept into schools, into curriculums, even churches, so it cuts across board, and different organizations at different levels can embrace it and deliberately teach the younger ones.
Okay, Sola, you did talk about earlier that you would like to speak to our audience about the kind of skills you need to acquire before the end of the show. I wanted to remind you of that so that it doesn't get lost on us. So you can do that now.
No. So let me go for that. We have talked about knowledge. I touched on mindset a bit. Now, skills. I have the acronym CREST. C-R-E-S-T. CREST. The first one is collaboration skills. This is not an age where you think what you know is what you know. You do not need anybody to help you. This is an age. I mean, if you go on Twitter, go on social media, go on the news, you see a lot of startup companies in Nigeria, raising funds from overseas. This is an age of collaboration. So see, either belong to an investment club, either, partner with somebody to augment your financial literacy skills, and then to also, get opportunities to further maximize your money.
Okay.
R, risk and return management skills.
Okay.
A lot of people want to invest.
Okay, Shola, I will hold you on there. We have a caller on the line very quickly. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay. Is the person still there? Okay, Shola, just quickly touch through.
Wrap it up.
Yes.
Okay.
Truly wrap it up in 30 if you can. 30 seconds.
Okay. Risk and return management. In investment, there always will be risk. People want to invest without losing money. There's not enough time to go into that. E, expense and earnings management skills. It's not enough to just say, I want to earn money. You must know and understand the skills on how you manage your earnings, which is your income, and of course your expense. Savings and investment skills. There's no time to go into that. Of course, technology skills. There are apps you can use to invest. There are apps you can use to save. From Nigeria, you can actually buy US stocks, which was something that wasn't available a few years ago. So there are apps you can use to budget. There are apps you can use to forecast, either on a personal or business note. So CREST, collaboration, return and risk management skills, expense and earning management skills, savings and investing skills, and of course technology skills. Those are the skills we all must have so that we can maximize our resources.
Okay, I think we have 5 more minutes to end the program. Whether we can take one last call before we call it a day. So perhaps I don't know who the lucky caller will be, but just one last call before we go. Shola, there was something that came up when I was speaking with, I spoke with Tosin Olashe in the Money Africa just a few days ago, and during the discussion, something came up that parents, for example, when they have children, you go on spending spree, child dedication, put parties and all of that. Some hoping that when they put those parties together, they will get more money, But how important is it that when you have a child, you go on a spending spree, dedication party and all of that? Doesn't it make smarter business sense or smarter future sense to take that money and save for the child and perhaps do something small or something? Where do you stand on it? Okay, someone is on right now. Someone is on. Hello, welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling from? Quickly. Lower the volume of your TV set. I can hear you. I can hear myself there.
Good morning. Yeah, hello, good morning. Can you hear me now?
Good morning. Can you lower the volume of your TV set?
Okay, hold on. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, yeah. Okay, concerning the issue, the matter, we should be, as in, to spend on our thing, you understand? To spend on our thing. I see that issue as very...
Okay, you know what? I'm going to hold you. I'm going to hold you at this time. The line is not clear. Osholo, can you hear what he's saying? I can't hear, so I think I'm going to hold you at this time. Yeah, so, okay, I don't think there'll be a chance again to call before the end of the show. But shall I quickly attend to what I just said, what I asked you earlier?
Okay. So basically, I think it was Dave Ramsey that says financial success is 20% knowledge, 80% habit or behavior. There are some things that you don't need to go to school to be told. Common sense. Now, you put to bed, it's a good thing. I mean, this part of the world, our culture, allows us, do parties, you want people to come around to rejoice with you. But if you're having to borrow, if it is something that cannot fit into your budget conveniently without you borrowing to throw a party, then you don't have a business throwing a party. As an individual, I do not believe in lavish naming ceremonies. I do not believe in birthday parties until a child is old enough. No, but we may not throw a party, but within the house there's cake, there's enough food, friends can come. But all of those big parties that is actually for adults. You're doing a 1-year-old party, birthday party, and then everybody is there.
Where the 1-year-old is sleeping during the party.
But again, if it is something your budget can conveniently accommodate, why not? But you borrowing, you haven't invested for yourself, and not even the children. Some people, the money they even give them for the child, they use it to pay back debt for the party. How about paying it into the future for the child.
For the child.
I tell people, open an account for your children. I've got 3 boys. I've got accounts for each of them. We've got savings going on for them. They will thank you in the future. That's my take.
I think we'll leave it at that, Sola. Thank you very much for speaking with me today. Let's talk again sometime soon, because this topic or things around financial literacy, we can't exhaust it. So have a lovely weekend.
Thank you. Thank you too.
All right. I've been speaking with Sola Adesakin, who is the founder, lead coach at Smart Stewards. That's the show today and this week. Thank you all for being a part of the program. Please join us again on Monday on this channel. God willing, I will be here, like the Global Money Week says, this week. Take care of your money. Take care of yourself. I'll see you all again. Nancy Naji is my name. Bye now.